Hello everyone, I'm Captain Gilbert. Tomorrow we have first talk. Now we continue our discussion. Right now we have seen the vessel outbound from Shanghai and going the course of 090. Currently his speed is 8.3 knots. You can see from the right side of the picture. And he was about to alter course to port side to disembark the pilot, make a lead for the pilot. And this first risk of collision because he crossing the traffic lane of the inbound vessel. Other vessel was sailing under the traffic lane because it's away from the inbound vessel and also have more room to maneuvering if they have to avoid other vessels. So this vessel's own vessel, red one, going to north side of the traffic lane, making himself in more dangerous situation than others. So after he going to the north side of the fairway, he had to re-enter his own traffic lane. Otherwise, he will have endless collision risk with other vessels. So once his coastline point to 101 degree now, then his collision's risk is right behind. It looks good at this moment, but when the northbound vessels coming, because they were on the starboard side, he had to alter course more to make way. Then his coastline changed from 106 degree to 125 degree. Then the troubles begin. So this one concept here. Where you point to, where you about to meet. Okay, this is an important concept. Where your heading is, where is your trouble? Because if we are going to collide another vessel, we will collide it at our ship bow, not other place. So if ship bows point to other vessel, then you have a collision risk with other vessel. So originally the vessel's heading is 105. They will be fine because no vessels coming close after 6 minutes. We also have a collision bar, which is our speed and course vector, like we usually call it our collision line. This line is decided by our course and the speed. Right now we can see from the picture right, the speed is 14.4 knots. Originally the speed was 8.5 knots. Okay, the third concept of collision is the more speed you have, the more collision risk you will have. Then we will be explained by another's picture. Okay, I pick up the yesterday's one. The collision point is two vessels coastline cross each other. Then there will be an intersection point. This point is our hotspot of collision. If two vessels' coastline didn't cross each other, there will be no risk of collision. Right now, we introduce another concept, the collision line. It's also called our collision stick. It's our own ship speed and the course vector. It's shrinkable. It means you can reduce the speed in any time to reduce the collision risk. Because if only the coastline cross each other, like this one in the picture, there will be risk of collision. But the actual collision will be happen only when these two vessels arriving at this hot spot of collision is also called the collision hot. If two vessels arriving in the same time, there will be a collision for sure. If these two vessels just have two coastlines cross each other, there will only be a collision risk, but no collision happen. So we will see on next picture. Okay, in this picture we see the vessel heading 202 is reduced speed. So the collision hut is missing. No more collision hut because of the vessel reduced speed. So our collision stick is shrank. Means he's reduced its length. If we keep the original speed, then there will be a collision. So this is the concept of collision line. So understand of this, then we can go back to see the trouble we have in the radar picture, because it seems always have collision risk everywhere, but we cannot judge which one has the real risk and which one is not. Okay, in this picture, on ship is in the center of many circles. So we are heading about 135 degrees. So we see right now our collision stick is very long, because other vessels at most of the speed 10 knots. Our own ship is 14.4 knots, as we see the previous picture. We have collision risk with the target right on our south, not other vessels, only this one. But many collision risk are the collisions point in our coastline. So everybody is panicked right now, because the range only within 1 nautical mile. Right now we shrank our stick, our speed. Also other vessels speed vector to smaller one. Then it's a magic. All the collision risk seems have disappeared. But don't happy too early, because there were only first move to understand the situation. If we put our own speed to 0 knots, it's obvious there will be no collision risk for any vessel at the ship. If we have a very fast speed, then we will have a lot of collision risk with other vessels. If we have no speed at all, then it probably we never have collision happen. So in these two extremes, there must be some compromise we can find, which is the actual collision risk is decided by 3 minutes speed vector's length. It means, as you see on the picture, now our speed vector is showing in 3 minutes interval. If this speed vector, what we call it collision stick or collision line, have intersection with other vessel stick, then you will have a collision risk. Otherwise, it's only a false alarm, not real situation. So if we have this understanding, it will helping us a lot in the congested water area like Singapore Strait or any narrow strait or narrow channel. As we can see right now is a picture of traffic separation scheme. The circles we point out is intersection with other vessels' coastline. So if we understand the collision point, then we will make a proper arrangement of our coastline, which means we approaching the vessels in less traffic risk area. We shift the collision point to not so much vessels area. So we will discuss this in the later discussion. Then we end our discussion for this talk 2. See you again. Bye bye.